Alright. Hi, my name is Sasha, and this is my story. Before Christ, my life was great. I had great friends, I had a wonderful boyfriend, awesome parents. They provided everything for me. I had everything I needed, but there was something in my life that was missing. At that moment, I didn't really know what was missing. My mom passed away when I was young, so I never really had my mom around. And my dad ended up passing away my freshman year of high school. And when he passed away, my life was completely shattered. My dad was my best friend. I was his mini-me, his middle child, and he was my rock. There was a lot of things that I loved about my dad. I loved everything about him, but there was a few things that he said that hurt my soul, that broke my heart, that I never got the chance to tell him. So when he passed away, I knew that there was nothing that I could do to let him know what was going on with me. After that, I really wasn't the same happy person that I always was as a kid. I never felt that I was enough for anyone, and especially my dad. So after being bullied, I decided to start going to church. My whole family is Jewish, so we never went to church. My parents didn't really have a set religion that we followed or anything. It was only after he passed away that I started attending church. And that's when I started to figure out that I knew finally what was missing in my life, and it was God. I began going to church every Sunday and getting really close with my pastor and his wife. And shortly after that, I got baptized with them in their church. I accepted Christ into my life in the kitchen of their home. Blindly, I didn't really know who God was, what he says, what anything about him I didn't know. So that's pretty much where my journey began with Christ. I decided that I needed this, and it was something that was more of me filling the void of my dad not being there anymore. Good Lord, this is hard. Shortly after being baptized, my void filling started to turn into something much more. God started to heal my heart and heal all the wounds that scarred it. And I started to feel like a personal relationship with him, and that's when I moved to Orlando. 2015, I was finally moving out of my house and in with my boyfriend. It was supposed to be great, everything was great. I was gonna start beauty school, and my life was finally turning into something that I wanted it to be. And then God started testing me. My relationship with my boyfriend started crumbling. Nothing was working. So there was a period in time where I avoided church for a long time because I couldn't bring myself to understand why was God doing this to me. So after my boyfriend and I broke up after 4 years, that caused me a lot of pain, and I had several months where I was in a super deep depression. And after that, that's when I started realizing that I can't depend on my friends or even my family to heal my heart. I can't depend on anybody but God to help me get through all of this. And the more that I started showing up to church and the more I started talking to the pastors, it's helped me so much. H2o has become my family. I feel comfortable. I feel this is where I belong, and I feel like God has done everything in my life for a reason, and I'm not ashamed of what I've done in my past, and I know that God is never gonna give up on me no matter who gives up on me. His love never fails. It's never gonna run out. He's always gonna be there, and it's so amazing to know that no matter how many mistakes I've made or what others have put me through or what I've thought about myself in the past, none of that matters. My slate is washed clean every single day. Every morning, I'm a new person, and it gives me so much joy to know that he's there always.